everyone, welcome back to another episode of 2 Point Hospital. We're going to go back to Hogsport and try to get our second star going. Last time we left off, we just got our first star, so now we're working on, we got to cure 25 patients, we got to earn $200,000, and then we got to get our hospital level to level 6, which those are fairly simple to accomplish. So what I'm going to do is we have plenty of money, so I'm just going to kind of copy rooms, hire more staff, and then make sure that they are working the correct jobs. So because we need to cure 25 patients, that places reliance on our treatment rooms. So I think I may place another pharmacy and another deluxe clinic. So I'm going to do a pharmacy right here. Extinguisher. Chair. And so we have 190 kudosh. You get most of your kudosh by gaining stars. So I think the next thing we're going to unlock is these gold star awards. These things are very handy. And we're only 10 kudosh away. So I'm just going to copy this room. Flip it around, put it here. In fact, I'm going to make another diagnostics room, put it right there. Man, I love the copy room feature. So great. I also need some nurses, so let's nurses. Promote. We've got nothing to do with them yet, so I got 4 GPs rooms. Let's just, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see if we can hire another doctor. Why not? You know, I'm gonna keep him on both just in case, like, because he has treatment skills and he has GP skills, so it's not ideal, but staff, let's see. And let's hire another. Because they have a treatment, I'll put them both on a floater. We'll put a floater. So basically, it's just a waiting game now. Like, we're gonna get there, but we just gotta wait. So we have it on fast speed. So. I mean, what we could do is go into the prices and change the prices, which, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I try not to muck about with this thing. I know there's a good way to, like, min-max your profits and expenses without affecting happiness too much. Because as you can see, there's a price reputation down here. What I've noticed is that if you bump up the prices, it doesn't matter, your bar is going to go down. But if you knock it down to where they used to be, this bar isn't going to go up until you knock it down again. So if I wanted the bar to go up, I'd have to knock it down to minus 10%. So, no, we only cured 2 out of 5 patients. That's fine. Reputation is very, as long as you take things like nice and slow, reputation is very easy to get. Just by making sure your foundation is correct. And by foundation, I mean, like you always want your GP's offices to be like a well-oiled machine, because they're going to diagnose your patients. They're going to tell them where to go after that. This is kind of where 80% of the magic happens. So you want your diagnosis, your GPs, to be as, awesome as you can. And we're just about to hit our second star here. I don't like to do the year-end rewards just because they're kind of worthless. Okay, there's our second star. Nice. So we unlocked the Salty Snacks machine. We got more kudosh. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to items and we're going to unlock our Gold Star Award. What this is going to do is going to majorly increase our room prestige. So you see here, see how this room is level 1? So there's 2 ways you can edit a room. The first is you hit items. So you can place items all about. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to put Salty Snacks, because Salty Snacks increase their thirst level. And the more their thirst level is increased, the more likely they are to go to a drinks machine. And then what I can do too is, so this doesn't affect the people in the room. Now the other thing I can do is, I'm going to pause it, is you can go in and edit. So if I want to add space to my room, this is how I can do it. And I can move the room around. So I'm going to place it down there. I don't want to do that. But then it gives you this bar up here to tell you where my room prestige is at. So what room prestige does is increase the happiness of the people inside that room. So, and this is kind of cheating, yes, but it's the best way to do it is just by spamming these Gold Star Awards. There's no diminishing returns on them. I'm just going to keep going until I hit level 5. Because what level 5 is going to do is the highest level you can get to. What level 5 is going to do is going to make their happiness regen. Now you see how I edited this room? Now when I hit the check mark, the people get thrown out of the room and they have to go back in. So if you have a patient in a room and then you're going to edit the room, you got to be careful. It'll interrupt the treatment or diagnosis or whatever's going on in that room until you are done editing. So something to keep an eye on. So what I'm going to do here then is I'm going to add space here, grab the door, put the door here, just so that it fits a little bit better. And then I'll put this back here, this back here. Another good rule of thumb too is to kind of keep the rooms, when you make new rooms and you click on them, it'll tell you up here the minimum room size is 3x2. It's pretty much a good idea to keep most rooms at that minimum size, because a lot of times you'll run into space issues later on, and the hospital layouts are going to be different on each level. So it's like playing Tetris, and you got to find the best way to fit rooms in with each other and still have them be accessible. So I think we may get third star here, but it's going to take a little bit more doing. Like, ultimately, we're going to cure 30 patients, and ultimately, we're going to earn $400,000. Lightheadedness emergency, great. Now, when you get those emergencies, if you have one room, one of those treatment rooms that the emergency is in, depending on how quickly you get patients in and out, I don't usually take them unless I have 2 or more of that treatment room. And you don't necessarily need more than 1 treatment room for each treatment, and that depends on the level as well. And I'll get into that more as we move along here. But so if I didn't have to place benches, I'd place chairs instead. I think chairs are better than benches, because not only do they cost 50 for 2 spots when a bench costs 100 for 2 spots, but people get in and out of the chairs a little bit easier. I can't quite put it there. Promote, sure. So we can't train anybody, so promoting doesn't really do a whole lot. It just increases their happiness. And we're halfway there to the curing patients. See, my price reputation is slowly going down because I have everything set up at plus 10%. So, yeah, we just sit here and wait. There's really not a whole lot to do. I mean, we could go through our hiring. So here, I've got 3 really good GPs. So what I can do is hire these people. Then go to my staff. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what I can do is just fire these people who don't have skills in anything. And that'll slightly increase our efficiency, but it's not that big of a deal. There we go. Someone who can capture ghosts. Forgot about that from the last episode, but that's okay. Actually, I don't want them repairing machines. Just want this person focusing on capturing ghosts and watering plants and refilling machines. Yeah, we're almost there to 3 stars. What should we get next? The more you treat people and the more you diagnose people, the better your reputation goes up. It's one of those things that's very, at least with my experience in this game, it's been very difficult to lower your reputation or keep it very low. So going back to these gold star awards, right now in the early game when you only have a few things unlocked, so when people work in a lower level building or lower level room, their happiness will either decrease faster or it won't increase as fast. So obviously they'll become happier in a higher prestige room than they will in a lower prestige room. So what we can do then is spam more awards so that they get happy working in a high prestige room. And then what I can do is now I can sell this room, copy this room, and again, just make sure you have enough money for this. And then copy this room. So I'm going to sell this room. So instead of going into each room and manually putting the gold Star Wars down, I can just copy rooms. Huge change. Great change that the devs made. They've been fairly good with patching things, putting new things in the game that deserve to be fixed, stuff like that. So I'm very happy with my 2 Point Hospital gaming experience. So we just got 3rd star. Great. I'm going to go to open map because there's really... So once you hit 3 stars, there's really no need to play at that hospital anymore, unless like there are goals you want to hit on your career goals. And so each goal that I hit here on the career goals is going to give me more kudos to unlock things. So you want to collect these as often as you can. So cured 100 patients, collect, nice. Earn $1 million, great. And then repair 100 machines, which I did. And I think that's all. As you can see, there's no exclamation point. So now we'll move on to Lower Bullocks. So we're going to expand the organization by establishing a 2nd hospital. I know that's probably behind my video screen there. So we're going to check this Lower Bullocks out. So now this level is about staff qualifications, and what this is going to throw into the mix is psychiatry, a new room. Now psychiatry is a little weird because it's a diagnosis and treatment room. So let's just get it to prestige level 3 here. We don't need to go all out with the gold Star Wars just yet. They are kind of expensive. Okay, so let's hire a psychiatry doctor. Oh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this room. And then, actually, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to lay out my rooms. So as long as you're like thrifty with your spending and you're not overspending on things, it's like we don't need a drinks machine now. We don't need benches. We don't need plants. So let's put another psychiatry. No. I can just copy. Let's get our staff room going. I think what I might want to unlock next is the energy drinks. Guess we can upgrade machines. Although, is there anything more important than the... Well, let's do coffee maker. Let's do sweet dispenser. And then we want energy drinks, yes. Okay, so... we want to unlock rugs. Because rugs don't take up any space and they add to the prestige of a room. Why did they have me sell? I do not know. Yeah, it's important to have our staff room at level 5 because we want to make sure that they can refill their energy and happiness as quickly as possible. Verbal diarrhea, we need a pharmacy. And we'll need toilets. Now, I don't put hand dryers in there because they're not really necessary. And is our janitor capable of upgrading machines? Yes, he is. Do we want a ward right now? No, we'll send a patient home. Go ahead and speed this up. And the higher their skill, obviously the quicker it'll take them to do things. I think. Although I noticed that when you add more, like, especially for the mechanics for upgrading machines, like I don't really notice that it takes them long or shorter, but I could be wrong. We do have I may want to get medicine cabinets. That's what I wanted to unlock. Do I have enough kudosh? No, I do not. 400. It's fine. So we do have the ability to build a PANS lab. It looks like we may... I'm probably going to kill someone, but it doesn't matter. Extinguisher. Put this guy in PANS lab real quick. We'll just buy this cheapest one. So I'm almost there. I just need maybe one more room. All right, so we got a new map unlocked, we got a new room unlocked, and then we got a new upgrade unlocked. So I think that's what we're going to call it for to this episode. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want. I will see you next time. Same dad time, same dad channel. Thanks a lot.